Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Jeanette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler, and welcome to your weekday daily card reading where we dive into the cards, see what's in store. This week, I am using the Sacred Light Oracle by Anna Stark. This one's really neat because a lot of the messages connect into specific ascended masters. So if that's something you're really drawn to, this is a great deck for that. So let's see what we've got going on here. Now, as I'm giving this a shuffle, if you guys are really wanting to know some deep information about where things are going, connected into light beings, the consciousness on the planet, what's coming up for us starting in September for this uphill climb, as Spirit calls it, then you can definitely join me tonight for my Cosmic Consciousness Circle. You can sign up for that at avalonspirit.com. It starts at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So if you're feeling a draw to that, don't miss out tonight. But in the meantime, let's see what the cards have to say for us today. Okay, so first thing that I'm getting, as soon as I close my eyes, they said trust. Trust is a big key piece. So make sure you trust in what is unfolding for you. And it's unfolding for you, not necessarily to you. And so it's interesting because sometimes that keeps us in, when we think of things happening to us, we kind of then get in that victim mentality. Now, that doesn't mean we have to maneuver this world perfectly. There are times we're going to fall into victim mentality. If a bunch of crappy things or one really significantly tough thing happens, we're going to have a moment where we're like, whoa, this is not cool, not fun, not fair. Why me? That's normal for our human minds and emotions to move through that. But the key is to then catch it, to notice when that's starting to loop and loop and loop and be like, wait a minute, is this serving me now? Is this way of thinking of poor me, why me? Is that helping me? Am I getting answers? And if at that point you're like, no, I'm not, then what can you do about it? What can you do about it from that point? So a little pre-message with our card message here. So we have some really interesting trust. Okay, I get why. Now that I look at this, makes sense. So the cards that we have, the first one is well-being. And of course, I will explain them. Second one is scales of karma. And then the third one is soul family. Now, the reason why this is really interesting with their little intro message is this well-being card is all about self-preservation, service to spirit, and youthful experience. So what I'm really getting here is the kind of self-preservation. This card, if I remember correctly, connects into is it Lady Nada or Mary Magdalene? Let me just check. Hold on, actually. One moment. Let's see. I know them pretty well, but I just want to make sure I'm referencing the right divine feminine. Lady Nada. Okay, so this is really about like compassion for self and care and compassion for self. And when we dive into that and we kind of sit or when we sit in those waters of self-compassion, we can then also have compassion for others. And when we're in that mentality, we have a greater ability to trust in the journey. We can look at the journey to things that are happening from a lens of love. And that doesn't mean like rose-colored glasses of ignorance, but actually a lens of love and compassion for where you're at, what you're feeling, but then also knowing when you need to step up and step out of that. So this is saying, first and foremost, have a compassionate heart as these things unfold for you, right? Situations and experiences are happening for you, for opportunities to grow. And you get to choose how you grow through that. That leads me to this next card, which is Scales of Karma. And it talks about cycles of disharmony, unfortunate events, and creating new traditions. So with karma, this is saying on the external, we will see, like I've been saying, we will see more karmic cycles righting themselves. So things being exposed in order to be harmonized, righted, or balanced. But for you specifically internally, for many of you, I'm getting that this is about being freed from old, outdated karmic cycles. So for many of you, you've actually cleared the karmic pattern, the repeated life lesson pattern of many things. And it's like It's saying notice what patterns have actually been cleared from your life. And sometimes the way we would notice that is that pattern will show up gently. And we may first register it as the trigger, but then realize the way that we're wanting to react or deal, or the fact that we're not reactive to it anymore, shows us we have in fact completed that karmic cycle. And so I really like this. This is really trying to get us to see where we've actually grown from and completed, and then also make way for maybe new things that we can then pay attention to, clear and complete. This also, I really like this too, is when we balance karma, we have the ability to create new traditions, create new cycles, things that we want in our lives, cycles of goodness that continue to snowball, but in a really good way. So this is a very beautiful card to follow on that lens of compassion and also that trust. And again, them saying things happening for you, those patterns that are showing themselves, either triggering or not triggering, are showing you where you're at, and you get to jump on that train and decide what you're going to do about it. Again, it always comes back to conscious choice, which I love. Now this next one, cool. This next one is cool. This next one I really like because it follows those scales of karma. And it follows with the idea of order from chaos, is what it says, support and happy reunions. So when we balance karmas, when we learn our soul lessons, things we wanted to learn and we complete it, we get to come into a next phase, which often includes happy reunions. Sometimes that's reunion with self. Sometimes that's reunion with people, maybe people that we have had a past with, but sometimes people maybe we were connected to in past lives who would not come into existence with us here until we completed certain cycles. So again, these beautiful reunions of soulmates, for some people, twin flames. This also I really like, talks about order from chaos. And sometimes karmic patterns can feel chaotic. Changes on the planet right now can feel chaotic. But the more we tune into self, the more we know what we resonate with, the more we can find our soul family, which very much can be part of your biological family. And sometimes it's outside of your biological family, soul family. They'll be drawn to your energy when you are in more of your light. So keep finding yourself, keep expressing, keep becoming, because the more you do, the more you'll start to find order that comes from the chaos. So again, trust in the journey and trust the unfolding that it's happening for you to learn the lessons. The more that we can look at stuff that's happening to us and be like, okay, what can I learn from this? What is my next choice? What do I feel I need to know? What resonates? And then move from there. That's when we really embody that energy of being creators on the planet. And so I love this because we have a lot of energy coming through, helping to support, helping, they're saying helping to bring harmony. They're trying to get as much energetic harmony into our beings from our own journeys, but also externally, so that we can feel, again, supported as we move into this next phase, which again is what I'm going to talk about tonight on Cosmic Consciousness. So something to consider. So I'll leave you guys with that. So I hope this helps you feel inspired and, really in charge of your life and your journey, because you are, and you're here for a reason, and you're here to do great things in a multitude of different ways. So yeah, I'll leave that with you guys. Have a beautiful rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow, or I might see you tonight. Cosmic Consciousness. I'll talk to you later. Bye.